Hey everyone, as Ramin just said, my name is Robert Schneider, and every time I tell people that I'm a comedian, at least one person goes, "You know there's already a comic out there named Rob Schneider, right?" I am aware of that. I'm also aware that besides sharing a name, him and I have lots in common. He was on Saturday Night Live. I watched him on Saturday Night Live. He starred in the movie Deuce Bigalow, Mal Gigolo, and my nickname is Douche Bigelow. He also has a popular catchphrase that goes, "You can do it." I have a less popular catchphrase. I hate Rob Schneider. The first time I ever told that joke, a woman in the audience yelled, "It sounds like you hate yourself." I was like, "Lady, I'm the very definition of a neurotic Jew. Of course I hate myself." And get this, I also hated growing up Jewish. Biggest reason was I had to wear a yarmulke all the time. First time I took it off, probably should have left it on. To help me forget that I have the hairstyle of a friar, I like to smoke a lot of weed. And when I do, I write down my thoughts. May I share a few with you? Cool. At Olive Garden, they say when you're here, you're family. Maybe that's why when my waiter went out for smokes, he never came back. I think the Purge movies are pretty scary because the Purge could actually happen. But if it does, it'll be even more frightening because it'll go something like this. It is now time for the commencement of the annual Purge. Brought to you by Slim Jim. After you snap someone's neck, snap into a Slim Jim. All right, I'll do one more of these. I'm not afraid of getting abducted by aliens and getting anally probed. I'm afraid of getting abducted by aliens and them saying, "Let's just be friends." Speaking of drugs, who remembers the first time their parents found their stash and busted them? You, sir. How about you? How old were you when that happened? 15. I was 20, which tells me I was better at hiding my drugs than you. Yeah, I remember my mom calling for me to get my butt downstairs, and when I got to the living room, her and my dad were sitting on the couch looking pissed. My dad was holding my vials of Coke as he yelled, "What is this?" Since I was 20, I thought I was smarter than my parents and could lie my way out of the situation. So I said, "Mom, Dad, it's baking powder. I use it to brush my teeth." My dad then yelled, "Baking powder doesn't make your mom's gums go numb." I was busted. And when you're busted, the only thing you should do is tell the truth and beg for leniency. So like a little baby, I cried, "Mom, Dad, it's cocaine. Please don't punish me." My mom was like, "Why do you have it? Are you an addict?" I was like, No, I don't use the stuff. I just have it to get women." My mom then yelled, "You don't need Coke to get women. You're a charming young lad. Women are always coming over here to see you." And I was like, "Yeah, that's because I give them free Coke." After I said that, my mom started crying. She turned to my dad and said, "I can't believe our son is using the same move you used the night we met." I learned a lot about my parents that night. Like they're thieves because they never gave me my Coke back. I had a physical a few weeks ago. No segue there. And my doctor told me some news that shocked me, that I have lost 42 pounds since April of last year. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna admit, I've struggled with my weight my entire life. I was embarrassed about being a fat kid. The only person more embarrassed about it was my mom, because she put me on diet after diet. Weight Watchers, prunes, rice and water, prunes and water, prunes. Which was a shitty diet. During my senior year of college, I think my mom reached her wit's end because I came home one weekend and sitting on my desk in my bedroom was a vial of Coke and a note that read, "Maybe you should finally try this. It did wonders for your father's waistline." So when my doctor asked me what I did to achieve all this, I just said, I exercise, I eat right, and most importantly, I finally listened to my mom. All right, I'm gonna get out of here on a dirty joke. Do you guys like dirty jokes? Sweet. I'm gonna tell you guys about the third time I ever had sex. I know what this guy is thinking. He's thinking, why don't you tell us about the first time? Well, because that would be a really quick joke. This one's kind of long, like my dick. What's up, girl? How you doing? Are you guys serious? We'll talk after the show. All right, this story takes place back when I was in college, when I hooked up with this really cute punk rock girl I met at a party. After I gave her free Coke, one thing led to another, and that led us back to her dorm room. As soon as we got there, clothes started flying off, and after she ripped off her bra, because back then I had no idea how to unclasp one, still don't, I saw something that disgusted me. A swastika tattooed to her left breast. Yeah. Now, I was 18, and I really, 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 really wanted to touch those boobs, along with other parts of her body. But I also started thinking, I should probably get out of here. This is not going to end well. My junk, however, had other thoughts. It was like, bro, we don't know if this is ever going to happen again. We're gonna stay here. We're gonna do it. And then after an appropriate amount of cuddling and small talk, we are gonna go back to our dorm room and feel guilty about this, because that's what we're good at. Now, I couldn't argue with my junk's logic. So I quickly sauntered over to the bed, got on top of her, and we started making the sweet, sweet love. 45 seconds later, a new record. Our love story reached its climax. Or at least I did. And as I was rolling off of her, our eyes locked. She then smiled and said, "What are you thinking about?" To which I replied, "I bet when you chant 'fuck the Jews' at your little rallies, this isn't what you were picturing." My name is Robert Schneider.